Hi, I'm gonna do a quick little update because it's been a while. I was terribly sick in January and February. I had a cold, a GI virus, strep throat, and the flu. I still have a tiny bit of a cough. I busted a rib or did something to some ligaments down in the bottom left of my ribs. From coughing so much for so long, it still hurts, and it's been a few weeks, but there's not a whole lot I can do, and I don't want to risk going to get another check by a doctor since we don't know. Just my immune system's so weakened. I don't want to be exposed to more germs. And then I live in Michigan, and we just got our first cases of confirmed cases of coronavirus yesterday in Lansing, and I'm about an hour away from Lansing. Lots of people go between Lansing and the Flint area daily. So I'm a little bit concerned just because my immune system, I feel like my kiddo would be fine and I would normally be okay, but with how sick I've been lately, I don't know if my immune system could handle it. Then add in the fact that I have surgery scheduled for April 15th. So it had been February 17th, and then it was changed to February 24th. Then when I got the flu, I talked with the nurse, and she said, nope, we've got to postpone it. The next available date was April 15th. So I have got just a little over a month until surgery date. My energy is coming back up after having been sick, but so are my migraines. Sometimes when I get repeatedly sick, my migraines and neck pain decrease a bit, which can be nice. To not have both things going on at the same time. January had been really bad. I think 15 or 16 of the days of January, so 50%, I had severe migraines, headaches, and neck pain, pressure headaches. So high pain days were ridiculous. So I am doing basic preparing. All right, so a mom pulled in next to me. I had to pause there. So I am doing basic preparing for being able to stay at home if we need to, and which I've been doing anyways because I'm gonna have this extended recovery. So I can't afford to get sick before surgery again. I need to get this and not have it pushed back again. So far, my kiddo's still doing his homeschool classes. I don't know if in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks before surgery, I might decide to do that we stay home for 2 weeks. It will drive him nuts. We are both very social, extroverted people, and we rely a lot on that energy, being around other people, getting outside, which we can still get outside if it's nice. Currently, it's decent. But not going to classes he would be really upset about. And we would still need to do basics like going to the grocery store because I can't afford to have all my groceries sent to me, things like that. So today I did some returns. He got a couple doubles for birthday presents, which is sweet because he's understanding that means somebody got something that he liked, and then he can do a return and pick a different version or something else. So I did a couple returns for him. They didn't have what he wanted to replace it with, so he's got some extra money to put towards something else that he'd like, or ordering the thing that he wants online. And then I got some protein drinks or some meal replacement type drinks. I need to have something that I can have that doesn't require me to get a blender out, chew. I just want to have something super easy. I want to have some for at the hospital. I want to have some for at home. My kiddo's not old enough that I can have him do the blender and make us smoothies or anything like that. That would just be too much. And I've got to be able to be prepared to, keep calories in me no matter what. Being sick repeatedly, I went from a good weight for me, good steady weight. I have issues with gaining and maintaining weight, especially before I went vegan. I had a hard time gaining weight, and now I'm doing better. But I lost about 8 pounds being sick, so that was about a pound a week I was losing. I don't have that to lose. I don't have that. I can't afford that. And it could have weakened my immune system more having lost the weight. So I am right now working to gain weight and maintain weight and thinking of ways that I can keep my weight going, keep my weight steady after surgery. We are not stockpiling toilet paper. We don't use hand sanitizer or chemical cleaning wipes and things like that. I have chemical sensitivities, and so does my kiddo. I have 2 MTHFR mutations. So I've got compound heterozygous, the sun is in my eyes, MTHFR mutation. So I have a hard time detoxing chemicals, detoxing heavy metals, detoxing medications, which are chemicals used to treat things, of course. I currently have eczema from using, on my hands, from using soaps at the clubhouse where we had his birthday party this last weekend. Yesterday was his 7th birthday, and I'm just doing that mom thing going, oh my gosh, how did we get to 7 years? This is just crazy. I can't believe how big he is. He's lost 2 of his front teeth there, and he's got big ones coming in, and he's just, every other sentence out of his mouth is, when I grow up, I'm gonna blank. When I grow up, I'm gonna blank. And it's either something that he wants to do or experience or like a career, or it's some way that he's gonna change the world and improve things, which he's pretty amazing, and he's a pretty good old soul. One of his classmates told him today when I dropped him off that he looked like an old man, and I just laughed because he's always looked like an old man since he was a little baby. So, well, I mean, now he looks super cute too, but when he was born, he looked like a little old man, and it was hilarious. If I knew how to do things like add pictures, I would do that, but keeping the kid off the video. So, right now, I had been considering going back to pelvic floor physical therapy. Over the summer, I'd done pelvic floor physical therapy. I have connective tissue issues, some sort of hypermobility condition that I can't get diagnosed. And I have had issues with my bladder since I was about age 11 or 12. And then having a 41-week, 5-day pregnancy and a 60-hour labor did not help the situation. So I had been still getting up many, many times a night, whereas it used to be 1 time a night. So once I went through pelvic floor physical therapy, that really helped a ton. I was able to get that under control. Then coughing for 8 weeks or more made me lose that, how much I'd worked for it. I also wanted to just get into physical therapy, at least try to regain a little bit of strength under supervision, because of if I overdo things, I then have a hard time walking later that day or the next day or directly after. The left side of my body, my left leg will struggle a lot, and it looks like I'm drunk or like I had a stroke or that I'm just limping. It just depends on the severity. I have no control over it. It's disconcerting, and it started since having the diagnosis November 21st. So I was going to do that, and then I called, got the appointment set, was able to get in with the woman I'd worked with before who has experience with people with neurological conditions. So, and just personality-wise, she got me, and it was amazing, and it was great. But got the call today that my insurance they don't take my insurance. So I decided that I will wait. I am going to find a place and get set up for after, like at least know where to go for after surgery, but I might get different kind of physical therapy after surgery anyways. But I decided that 4 weeks that I would have it would definitely help, but I would be concerned about catching another illness. So if we're going to self-isolate for 2 weeks before surgery, then I could end up only with a few weeks of physical therapy, and that just doesn't make sense. The way the physical therapy locations work here, where I'm at, it's usually a big open facility. There are smaller treatment rooms and things, and you go and use different equipment, workout equipment with guidance and different activities and things. And they're not cleaned between each use. There's a lot of elderly people, so if we get care facilities or rehab facilities or nursing homes with numbers of cases, then we'll end up, that just sounds like a bad idea. So there's a lot of balancing between what is mindful and careful with my immune system and with impending surgery, and then people panicking and buying all the toilet paper. So it kind of trying to find that balance of not worrying too much about it, but also knowing I have to be careful. This is my health. For anyone who watches this who might be panic buying, I understand, but you might also need to take into consideration the fact that there are people who are compromised immune systems. There are child care facilities, there are assisted homes that if you panic buy, a dozen containers of Lysol wipes, then you are putting them at higher risk if they can't get what they need as well. There are, I didn't hear an exact number of hours, but I mean, the virus only lasts on surfaces for a number of hours. It doesn't last for days. So I'm going to go in and get my kiddo from his program, his classes. Today he had math, theater, Lego, and painting. And he was informed to wash his hands before lunch and after lunch. So hopefully we can keep the germs down, which we had been working on religiously anyways due to my health and all the winter viruses and bugs going around. So when I have more surgery information to update, I will. I am looking forward to getting some blood work redrawn in about a week or two. And currently still have barely any income, so I've still got the fundraiser going. I will put a link in the bottom of the video. Share my video, share the link, like and subscribe. It does really help, and sharing the link to the fundraiser can help. Every 100 shares or so, I think the organization or the platform will give $20. I've already gotten $20 for them. That could be a tank of gas. That could be a part of the grocery bill. Anything like that could really help out, or prescription if it's not covered by insurance, something like that. So please consider sharing, donating if you can. $10, $20 helps a ton. And when I am completely unable to work, hopefully I can get Social Security sorted out, some disability, some more state assistance to help us out. But really, I have no control over that, and it can take a long time to get going. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about what's going on or what my plans are, please like or ask. I will reply to any questions. Thanks. Bye.